Hi guys, it's Krishanti with Krishanti.com talking about psychic development, intuitive development, and spiritual and personal growth. I do a new video on this every week, and today I want to talk about a concept that a lot of people grapple with, and it's very interesting because even people who are familiar with energy healing and who know that there's a lot more to this existence than what is before our eyes have trouble conceptualizing this and understanding it. And that is this: you don't have to be born psychic in order to be psychic and to be perceptive and to be intuitive. I was at a really interesting energy healing seminar recently, and it was all about this specific technique that when you master it and learn it can produce profound results that have been measured and studied in hundreds of laboratory controlled experiments and tests. And it was very fascinating. And at one of the lunches, my friend and I were talking to this woman who does Reiki and does energy work and is learning this new energy technique. And we talked about how both of us are intuitive, and we teach people how to become more intuitive and to be psychic, to be clairvoyant, because my friend and I both do the same thing. And the woman was like, "What? Well, I had no idea. I didn't know you could learn that. I just thought it was something people were born with." And I've heard that again and again and again. And just as a personal side note, when I learned how to do this and I practiced for 2 straight years before actually saying I was doing it professionally. I was really irked and irritated when people would call me a psychic. First of all, because it has a very negative connotation, because a lot of people doubt or are skeptical about it. And secondly, it also implies that you are this or you are that, like this is just something you are, which it's not. It's something you can learn, that I learned, that everyone can learn. And I would love it if that myth were dispelled once and for all. It's true that some people are born extra sensitive and able to work with that ability from an early age, and to see spirits and to know things and all of that. And it's true that some people have that gift very strongly, just like some people are naturally excellent and gifted musicians. Some people are brilliant mathematicians. Some people are gifted singers and artists and performers. Like some people are lucky enough to come in here and have this really strong, powerful gift. It's true that some people have this psychic gift when they're born and then shut it down because it scares people, and so they just suppress it. Very few children are raised to celebrate and tune in and really acknowledge and utilize these gifts, and so then they shut it down. But back to the whole idea, and what I want to just make this about is that if you practice, if you focus your brain power and you make this a regular part of your life, you can open up these abilities. And however they manifest for you, if it's through visualization, if it's through a feeling, a knowing, if it's through hearing thoughts or hearing messages from either your higher self or unseen forces, we all have this. I do think, not to get too into conspiracy theories and all of that, but I do believe that there's a desire to suppress it, to not have people know they have these powers or to know they have these abilities, because if you can know at this deeper level, how much more can you know about everything? It's all about accessing the truth. And people in power don't want the underlings to be that strong and that knowledgeable and that powerful, because then they might rise up and topple things over and break the system. And I have always loved superhero stories, myths, legends, fairy tales, but more in modern times, I really love the X-Men movies. Just love them. I love X-Men. I love the stories. I love all the characters. I love Jean Grey because she's super psychic. I love all of them. But it's really cool if you look at and watch some of these X-Men movies. Was it X-Men? I don't know which one. There's so many of them, I get all confused. But there was one where, like, the humans, they're like on the DL, and they were, and forever I think humans have been afraid of these X-Men with their powers and how they're different. They're like mutations, but they can do things that other humans can't do, and humans were like scared of them. And so in this one movie, they were going to just save the world, or they're always saving something or someone, X-Men, and they were afraid, like, what's the perception going to be when the humans find out that we're here and that we're real. And there was a need for a long time with X-Men to protect themselves, protect the school, to protect them from the humans. So if you can translate that, and I know that's a story, but in all of these stories lies a vein of truth. So if you can think of humans that are not believing that we have extra abilities than like our five senses, humans that are afraid of the unknown, afraid of being able to access something that we didn't know we could access. All of us can. They'll try to like suppress it. They'll mock it. They'll say it's this way and it's not any other way. They'll say you can't be psychic, that you're not psychic. What I encourage you to do if you're interested in all of this is, first of all, get rid of any notion or idea that it can't be done, or that it's weird, or that it's super normal or paranormal, or anything to that effect. And also be careful who you share this information and knowledge with. Share it with open-minded people who celebrate, reaching the next level and having fun with it and being playful about it all. We are animals, and animals have intuition. It's a part of their just like they're knowing. They can sense things. Animals can sense danger. How many times have you heard stories about dogs and cats like acting weird before a big earthquake hits? Animals know these things. It's a part of their whole system. And as animals, we know these things too. But because we're humans and we have this brain, we can meditate, we can control the brain waves. We can go to, we were in alpha mode most of the time. We can go to beta, delta, theta, whatever different modes. And in switching to those different like waves and frequencies, we can activate this energy and we can fine-tune our awareness. We can use this to help ourselves make more well-informed decisions, or we can use it if we're healers and we want to use it to help others, like I do, like everyone who does what I do. We can do that too. There's no reason why you can't learn how to do it. It just takes practice. So once again, you don't have to be born psychic to be psychic. And it's not this weird thing. It's very natural. It can be very wonderful, very therapeutic and helpful. And that's the whole goal with all of this, to know at a level that makes life flow more easily and makes us better attuned to our environment and to those around us in order to better serve them and, help ourselves. So that's the whole gist of it. For more info on intuitive development and how you can open up your own psychic abilities, check out krishanti.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.